Hello, my name is Emily Dishler. I'm from Gladewater, Texas. This is my Level 2 Sustainability Challenge over recycling gardens. The first thing was to identify my concerns. Through the effects of COVID-19, my school has had to shut down our water fountains, which led them to purchasing water bottles for the faculty and students. Over those past couple weeks, I noticed mass buildup of the water bottles in classrooms, which led me to set a goal to ask the students to bring down the used water bottles so we could use them for the recycling garden. To form a plan, after the seeds have all been harvested, I plan on taking the next steps to make a community garden to help the community through the effects of COVID-19. My act. I germinated the seeds in preparation for harvest. I collected the seeds through the students bringing them down, the students and faculty bringing them down, and then sanitize them. The follow-up. I followed up by presenting my project in front of Ms. Jackson's 4th and 5th period child development classes. The future follow-up was to get the community's feedback on the community garden. Action slide 1. The first step was to collect the water bottles and the egg crates of various sizes. Step 2 was to make an announcement on the various news network asking the students and faculty to bring down the used water bottles so we could recycle them. Step 3 was to gather the seeds that we would be using. Step 4 was to germinate the seeds for 8 to 10 hours in a bowl of water and then set them in a damp paper towel for 24 hours. Step 5 was to prepare the cartons for germination by making holes at the bottom and making cuts in the middle so it would be easier for transportation. Step 6 was to put soil on the cartons, set the seeds in the middle, and then cover them back up. Step 7 was to spritz the seeds after planting them to keep them hydrated. Action slide 2 was prepping the water bottles. After taking the recycled water bottles that were given to us, I will sanitize them in my sink with Dawn dish soap and water. I will let them sit overnight, and then I will rinse them out in the morning. And after all the seeds have been transferred, they will be taken out for full enjoyment. Here are the before and after of the seeds germinating. Here I am planting the seeds. These are what the seeds look like during germination. These seeds are microgreens. Here are some photos of the seeds sprouting. Here are the bottles before sanitation. I took off the logos to make the sanitation easier. These are the bottles during sanitation and the mixture of water and Dawn dish soap. I let them sit overnight. This is in the morning. These are the bottles after sanitation, and they are ready to be rinsed out. These were taken after the seeds were completely germinated in the egg crates. I transferred them into the recycled water bottles. These seeds are parsley and cilantro. My evaluation of my presentation. I presented in front of Ms. Jackson's 4th and 5th period child development classes because I emphasized that it would be important for families to do this with their little ones. It will teach them nutrition and that recycling is very important at a young age. When I was presenting, I asked the class to come plant some of the seeds inside the egg crates, which they did, and I had a survey for them after. I asked the questions: do you think this will benefit Gladewater, and did you enjoy this activity? There's a lot of positive feedback. Here are some photos of the students' replies. My evidence of research and knowledge. When doing my research for the recycling gardens, I knew myself. I did not know that it took 1,000 years to biodegrade one water bottle. Recycling can help reduce chemical and greenhouse gases, and a lot of people do not know that it takes so long to biodegrade one water bottle. My creativity and my duplication of the project. The purpose of this project to raise awareness through recycling water bottles through the effects of COVID-19 during this school year. Overall environmental responsibility of project. The purpose of this project was to reduce waste of water bottles during this school year. Our school turned off our water fountains again, which led them to purchasing water bottles for the faculty and students. This led to mass buildup in the classrooms, and I realized that a recycling bin wouldn't be enough. This is my school announcement on the Bears News Network, asking the students to bring down the used water bottles. Here are some photos of me and Miss Jackson's 5th period class presenting and asking them to help plant the seeds. This is another photo of 5th period child development class. And here is a photo of me and Miss Jackson's 4th period child development class. Here's a photo of me at my regional presentation with all of my plants in the front. The connection of family and consumer sciences. The connection of my recycling garden was a consumption of water bottles. We took the water bottles that were being wasted, we recycled them and made a community garden for us to enjoy. Here's my works cited in my bibliography. Thank you for listening to me.